So when you are creating new documents and you want multiple artboards, you can create the artboards from the beginning, or you can add them as you go along. So I'm going to do both here. So, and I want you to follow along with me. So I'm going to go to Create New and Print. And let's just say this is a campaign project that I'm doing. So I'm going to start with A4, just because that's what I'm used to, and I'm just going to set some things up here. So I'm going to call this brand package, and I'll set my units to millimeters. I'll set orientation to portrait, and then I'm going to put in 5 artboards. I want them all to have a bleed of 3 millimeters. And I'm going to leave everything else as is and press create. Okay, so there I have my 5 artboards. Now I can start editing those artboards. So there is a tool here called the Artboard Tool, and I'm going to select that, and you can see as soon as I'm on the Artboard Tool, these artboards become selectable areas, almost like just rectangles. So I'm going to start with the first artboard, and I'm just going to call this logo design, and I'm going to change the width and height here to 200 by 200 millimeters, and you can position them however you want to. So I'm just going to position that one there. The second artboard, I'm going to make that a business card, and I'll set it to 90 by 50. Okay. Then I'm going to create a, let's say a comp slip. So complementary slip. And this time I'm not going to enter a value, I'm just going to eyeball it, because comp slips can actually come in any size. So I want mine to be kind of like a tall comp slip like that. Right. Then I want a letterhead. So that's going to be A4. So I'm just going to rename it here. And finally, I want a skyscraper banner for a website. So I'm going to call it skyscraper banner. And I will set the size, let's set the width quite narrow. Let's make it 80. And we'll set the height to 250. Okay. And then I want to rearrange them. So there's a button here that says rearrange all. I want them to be all in one row, and I want them to be spaced 10 millimeters apart. Okay, so that's nice and neat and evenly distributed. So now at this stage, if I wanted to make further changes, so let's say that I go back to my selection tool, I'm ready to start designing, and I realize that there's some changes I need to make. Well, first of all, a skyscraper banner for the web is actually going to be in a different color mode. So when I choose print, it sets my document up as a CMYK document, whereas something for digital, which is web, should be RGB. So I can't have that here. I need to do that in a separate document. So I'm going to take my Artboard tool, select that last artboard, and click on this little delete artboard button, or I could just press delete on my keyboard. And then I also have realized that I need a front and a back to my business cards. So I'm going to go back to business card here, and I'm going to change the name to front. And then I'm going to click on this button here which says new artboard. It puts it at the end. I don't want it at the end, I want it together with this artboard here. So I'll pop it there, and I'll call it business card back. Okay, so when I go to my artboard panel here, you will see that the artboards are numbered according to how they were created. So now I've got logo design, business card front, comp slip, letterhead, business card back. So I want business card back and business card front to be together. So I can literally just drag them into a new order here, and they are now in the correct order. It makes absolutely no difference on the screen. They still look the same, they haven't been rearranged. It's just that they are ordered according to how I want them to be ordered there. Alright, and to zoom into an artboard, you can either double click here in the artboard panel to go to it, or you can press Command or Control 0, and then you can go from artboard to artboard using your page down key on your keyboard. And to view all your artboards together is on the Mac, Option Command 0, on Windows, Alt Control 0. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you next time.